Hello and welcome to Grandad's Storytime. Percy the Park Keeper by Nick Butterworth. Percy's friend, the mole. The mole spends a lot of his time under the ground, but then, all of a sudden, he'll pop up when you least expect him. He usually wears one of two faces. One is smiley, the other looks confused. We get on well, although we have to have words when he's made molehills all over my grass. Now he understands that there are certain places where I don't want him to dig. And I understand that sometimes he loses his way and digs there anyway. The mole says he has a secret friend called Tooty. He says that Tooty is very clever, but as I have never actually met Tooty, I couldn't say. The mole doesn't see as well as other animals. It doesn't really matter because he spends so much time where it's dark. He has this funny idea that dark glasses are for helping him to see in the dark. He found these plastic sunglasses somewhere in the park. I think he wears them sometimes when he's digging tunnels. The fox told him he would be cool in them, and when the mole wore them in the sunshine he said they didn't work. He didn't feel cool. He felt hot. The mole really likes swimming. He's surprisingly good at it too. Spaghetti. As a special treat, I made some for his birthday. I'm not sure if he thinks it's food or a game, because he said, "Can we play spaghetti at my next birthday?" The mole doesn't like snow. He doesn't mind the cold, but he says it's actually harder to dig through snow than tunnelling underground. I didn't realise that. Pepper. He has a sensitive nose, poor chap. The mole is a very kind little chap. When he heard that I had broken my pencil, he decided to get one for me that wouldn't break. He made it out of an old broom handle. He doesn't actually write because the point is he only painted on. But it looks very nice and it's very, very long and certainly won't break. I've got lots of pictures in my photo album. The mole is very good at doing head over heels. He can even do it in his tunnels. Perhaps that's why he so often loses his way. The fox thought he had a black snowball, but it was furry and had a pink nose. Here are some I took of my good friend, the mole. A hot day and a special drink for a special friend. I was told that Tooty made these muddy footprints. She might be clever, but she doesn't wipe her feet properly. The mole isn't afraid of the dark, but one evening I heard him talking to somebody who was. "Yes, Tooty," he said, "it doesn't look like a monster now. But what was it before it got dark?" A little voice that sounded just a bit like Mole's said, "A tree." Then the mole said, "Well, that's what it still is, a tree." Very sensible, I thought. When I went to say hello to them, Tooty had gone. 3. The mole could never possibly count up to more than 1, 2, 3. That's why his molehills are so many. He loses count at hardly any. Though 49 they may well be, and Mole will tell you there are 3. Favourite places. Most of the mole's favourite places are underground and rather dark. He says he likes them because they're cosy and small. I think I know what he means. On a cold winter's night, I like to curl up in my bed with the covers pulled tightly around me. Actually, I can remember one very cold snowy night when the mole ended up snuggling up in my bed with me. You may have heard about it. One place I know moles don't like is the badger's home in the big tree house. They enjoy talking about it. You guessed it, digging. The mole doesn't live in the tree house. He has several homes nearby, but now and then he can be tempted to visit some of the other animals who live higher up in the tree. If you turn over the page, you will see what I mean. Here he is, my friend the mole. I think this squirrel is taking him to see the view from the top of the tree. The mole looks like he would rather have his feet on the ground. The end. Thank you for watching. If you like this content, please give me a big thumbs up. Please subscribe, it's free, to support us and allow us to create more great content.